TikTok family. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just coming on, hi, my name is Julie. I am a psychic medium. I come on TikTok in between my readings and I try to do readings for people by donation, and that's what I'm doing today. So if you're here, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm waiting for a couple moderators to come on. If you don't know who my moderators are, they are the people who keep things running smooth for me. They're the reasons why I can do what I do. So if you're just coming on, hello, and just tap the screen and let me know where you're from. Hey, Lily, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Went on a beautiful walk with the dogs today. Went to my chiropractic appointment. Hello, 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 Texas. Hello from Texas. That's right, Isaac, you're from Texas. I remember that. You're new here and you're from New Mexico. Welcome, Canada. First time here. Let me see, Peterson, Buffalo. I love TikTok, and that has like people from all over West Virginia, Indiana, nice, North Dakota, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Nice, you guys. So I'm originally from Nebraska, moved to California, lived there a couple years, and now I live in Oregon, Wisconsin, beautiful Florida. Hey, Trent, how are you, sunshine? I'm gonna have my eldest edit some videos, and Trent was kind enough to let me use those just to kind of show you guys how this works. Yeah. So welcome everybody. I do come on here from time to time. Hey, from Tennessee. I'm coming on here an hour earlier, so I'm hoping to have a moderator or two. But if you're just joining, welcome. I come on here from time to time in between my other readings, and I do readings by donation on here. Basically, I'm a psychic medium. I try to do several readings in different ways to be of service to you guys with my gift. And so I do phone readings. I do Zoom readings. Some of you guys are asking about that while I do my readings. Are you currently? Yes, I am. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what that means. Arizona. Oh, Vancouver River. No, I haven't been. I want to go to some waterfalls though. So nice to be here. You seem so sweet. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really love to help people, so I'm just trying to do that as much as I can. Utah, we drove through there. Very beautiful. We did an RV trip. Hey, nature-inspired artist. I don't know why the thing's not feeding on its own. And from Philadelphia. So I am going to be doing readings today, and the way that I do them on here, sometimes on occasion I'll do a free reading. There's a handful of people that are on here where I've done a free readings. Julie, I have had a reading from 2 other mediums. Your validations are the best. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Trent. Wisconsin, Missouri. So Aaron, hi, sunshine. I'm so sorry. Oh, you sold your RV dealership? Okay, so I'm trying to see if I have at least one moderator on here. Usually I'll have one moderator. It's like Lover of Music or Tanya or Kim Aries, and I'm just trying to see if they're here. My dog's barking at me so he can come in, so hopefully my eldest takes care of that. But if not, I'll go off here in a minute. Hi, Karen. So some of you wanted a reading today, and I'll be happy to do that for you. I think I could do about 2 or 3 readings, depending on if I have a moderator or 2 on here. And the way that I do my readings is via donation today. Sometimes I do them free. If you're following me, I'll just randomly come on. And so the best way to do that is to follow me, and when I randomly come on, I'll be doing free readings. But these today are by donation. They were $40. I'm having a special for another week for $30. And so if you want a reading today, it's a $30 donation. Excuse me, my minty gum I need to print out. And then I'll be able to do your reading. In the meantime, let's just manifest that some of my moderators come on here today too. Thank you, Trent. Such a cheerleader. While I'm waiting, yeah, Candy. Hi, Candy. So, if you got, oh my gosh, it's so funny. So my dog, or we have, I live with my eldest, and her dog was barking, trying to come in, and now he's kind of like, he just opened the door by himself. Yes, I wasn't doing it. So how do I pay for a reading? The way that you do the pay for a reading is you double click here, and then my Venmo should come down. And my Venmo is at Julie-DART. It's Julie-DART. And once you do that, it'll pop up here, and I'll be able to see. Hey, Shelly Monroe, how are you? So good to see you. She's like, hey, lady. Hi. So once you do that, I'll be able to see it. So lately I've been posting. Did you guys see the duet that I had with and that I duetted Andy Grammer's post about what he said about how he does kind of like a pay it forward for his mom? I have been on here forever telling you guys about that, and I was so happy to hear that other people do that. Oh, thank you, Dee. And I tried to download your reading from TikTok, but for some reason on the 27th it did not record properly. I'm doing good. I love Andy Grammer. Same. I love him. How do you mend a broken heart? Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. The best thing that I can tell you is whenever we're in a situation where we're hurt, put more love towards it. So the best thing I can tell you is to start following like your heart. I saw that, Emily, so you're all set, sweetie. I'm hoping for at least one moderator. But up your self-care. Buy yourself flowers, take yourself to a nice movie, dress up and take yourself on a date. I went through that too 10 years ago, and saw a counselor, went through a lot of self-healing. Okay. So Emily, I'm waiting for at least one moderator, because the way that I like it is I know you guys are like, I just love doing these, and I know you guys get really excited. So true, Shelly. Thank you for that. But you guys, sometimes I'll be doing a reading and you guys start to chat in the middle of a reading, and I will pick up the energy of whoever's on the thread. So it's better if you, yeah, hey. Okay, Sarah. So I have Sarah J and Emily, and I can take one more. Hey, Scorpio. My Venmo is Julie-DART. And you'll see, do you guys see this picture right here? Do you see this? I just do mediumship. I don't use cards. I don't have anything against them. I just scribble and then I just start to channel. Hi, Lindsay. Yeah, I am accepting one more. Hey, Kim's here. Good. Hey, Kim. So the way that it works today is I'm doing these by donation. And so I just, to update Kim, who's a wonderful moderator, she's actually, I live in Oregon. Her daughters are here. She's coming out. I get to see her around December 4th. I'm so excited. Yeah, Emily, good. Okay. So Emily's there and Sarah J, and I have room for one more, Kim, just to let you know. And I think I'm ready to start. These are by donation today. My Venmo is in the perfect. I didn't see it, but what's going to happen, Peter, is that I have Emily and Sarah J, and I'll take them. Hold on one second. On the Venmo on my side, just to let you know, Peter. So just go out, double check that it's sent. There we go. And then Monica Avila. So it's, but it's, oh, hold on. Somebody's requesting money from me. If you just requested it from me, that's not going to work. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start. I know a couple people of you are saying, choose me, choose me. I'm going to do Emily's and Sarah's, and then I'm going to take a bit of a break to see who's on there. These readings are by a donation of $30. I will just refund anybody who's like not understanding that at this time. Normally they're $40, but I've already had a sale. Yeah, the confirmation should be an option. I'm not seeing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, Lindsay. So I'm closed for my list today. I have Emily, Sarah J, and Lindsay. So you guys are all set. And everybody else, just go ahead and sit back and relax. What you're going to find, thank you. What you're going to find is once I start doing my readings, the moderator is going to make sure that you guys don't, thanks Monica, the moderator is going to make sure that you guys aren't talking. Thanks Kim, and I think Monica too. So once I start talking, oh please don't donate anymore you guys, thank you, but thank you for that. Once I start talking and giving the person their reading of who's up next, and we've got Jenny in the house too, thanks Jenny, pay attention to the moderators. They'll tell you not to talk and they'll tell you when to talk. They're very good at this. And some people will be muted if you do talk, but it's just for a minute and it's only just so I can concentrate on reading the person who's paid for their reading. So please don't communicate at this time. I will take a break to see who paid after, but right now I have Emily first, Sarah, and Lindsay. Okay, so Erica, where is that from? So Emily, thank you for being patient. No worries at all, Smith. I'll be able to talk after I'm done with a couple readings, but thank you guys for being here. If I can't get to your reading today, I will jump on here again tonight, and tomorrow I'll message you through the form of payment that you have. So Emily, you are up. Hi, Carla. I'm just starting to do some readings, sweetheart, but I'm glad you're here. And many times what happens is, and in the meantime, Emily, if you can say hi. In the meantime, what happens is I'm going to start channeling here. Once I give one person a message, hi, I don't know if that's the right Emily. Hold on. For some reason, hold on one second, you guys. I'll be right back. For some reason, hold on one second, you guys. I'll be right back. Hold on one second, you guys. I'll be right back. To look more once I start. Thank you everybody for being here. Emily, just so I know that it's you and not another Emily jumping on this, I'm going to have you guys do me a favor and just read the moderator's messages. I'm going to try to concentrate right now. It did keep freezing because I went off. But right now I'm looking for Emily. And Emily, if you can do me a favor so I can make sure that somebody named Emily didn't hijack your reading. Can you say hi, this is Emily, and give me the initial of your last name. And this is for Emily who paid for a reading. So hey Emily, who paid for a reading, and give me your initial of your last name. So I can make sure it's not another Emily. I had this happen before. Yep, Emily. Okay. So Emily, you're all set. The moderators are on here. Everybody else, there are going to be double messages. And that means once I start reading somebody, you're going to say, I think this is my grandfather. Hey, Julie, you're reading me. I'm not though. It's a double message and it's something that's been given as a gift to you while you're watching. But I know once I'm concentrating on the person I'm reading, I'm only reading them, and just take that double message as a gift. Okay? Can we have that off? That's okay. Thank you. Okay, so can you do me a favor, Emily? I see you. The way I like to do my group readings is I like to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their names, sweetheart, but just in group readings, it's better if I can just hone in on who you want to hear from today. So it'd be like grandfather, dad, son, something like that. So this is only for Emily. Thank you everybody else for being here. Moderators, you're wonderful. Thank you guys for being here. And Emily is the only one who should be commenting. Okay, Emily, can I ask you, did your brother smoke? So one of the things I'll start to see, hear, and feel things that they want me to share with them. And the first thing I start to taste is like cigarettes in my mouth. Do you smoke, or did he smoke? And I keep seeing the number, what is that song? I keep seeing the number 17. So I don't know if it was 17 when he passed, or if this is January 7th. Yes, he smoked. Okay. Does the number 17 mean anything to you? 1 and or 7 or 17 with him? Did he? Okay, go ahead and put it to the side. 98% of what I'm going to channel for you is going to make sense, and the other put to the side. When I ask again, he shows me 17. So I don't know if something happened to him when he was 17, or you, or on the 17th of a month, or it can be January 7th also. So I break them up, but he just keeps showing me that. And that's either him that he's describing, but he will also sometimes pull somebody in with him as well. Okay, so I have to say that. Can I ask you, did he have an action where it was part of his passing? Does that make sense? And Emily's the only one who should be commenting that in my moderators. Because the reason I'm asking is because as he comes through, did he call you M? Yes, okay. Because the reason I'm wondering is because he comes through and he feels what I would call very sorrowful, and he would call you M. Okay. Hold on one second. I don't even know what I just heard. I thought I heard streaking, screeching. There's a name like that. Reminds me of Screech from Saved by the Bell. I have no idea what I just heard. That's okay. I'm going to put it to the side until I hear it clearer. Yes, there is a 7th. Is he talking about July? Did he pass in July, or did you pass in, or is it your birthday in July, his birthday in July? Did someone pass away in July? July or June? No, I think the 7th month. Sorry, you guys. Okay. He just keeps drawing it over and over again for me. So these are recorded. I go ahead and I put them on YouTube. It's going to make sense, I promise you, after, because sometimes it's called like mediumship amnesia, where it's like so close to us we're not seeing, but he literally, now he's talking about July. So he's bringing that up too. So, yeah. Okay, that's okay. If he's pulling a grandfather with him or somebody, but he is showing me that. Hold on one second. Do you live with your mom? Is mom still alive? Oh my God. Yes. Do you live with your mom? Because he keeps making me feel like you watch over your mom, or thanks for being there for mom. He keeps talking about that. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Whatever he did, whatever he got involved with, this had nothing to do with if the family loved him enough or anything. I don't know. Also, Emily, I don't know if you're the oldest from him. This is making sense to you. I don't know if you're the oldest, but you really feel like you watched out for your brother. So if you're younger, then you were an older soul, because you really feel like protective over him. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And has anybody ever shared with you that you would make a good teacher or / counselor? Yes? Okay. Has anybody ever said that you would make a good teacher / counselor? Because he shows me that as well. She's all LOL. Yes. Okay. That's their way of just confirming. He's just confirming that with me. And as he watches over you, one of the things that he's making me feel is, hold on, which one do you want me to tell her first? One of the things I want you to know is he makes me feel that he's very proud of you. Like he's like really proud of you, the way that you handle everything. He says that you're the helper in the family. I feel like you've been like this ever since you were younger. Like teachers would gravitate towards you and have you be like the helper in the class, and you were always helping people who were like shy or didn't belong. This is how your brother's telling me. He tells me like that. Yes? Okay. I don't know why I keep seeing a bridge. I keep seeing a bridge, and then I just keep seeing water. Now I'm from Santa Cruz, California, and it kind of reminds me of, we have a place called Twin Lakes, and it's reminding me of that. So I don't know if you have a memory of this or if you live by anywhere. It's a bridge. I just keep hearing it over and over again. It would be like significant. Either you guys drove over this bridge all the time, something happened by the bridge. Like he's literally showing me that. So does that make sense to you? Yes. Okay. Yes. And that's his way of trying to come through and comfort and show you. And he does come through with a lot of roses for your mom you live by. Okay. Thank you. I feel like spend a lot of time there just makes me feel like, and so that's one of the memories you guys would play there. This is his way of saying that. And with mom, I feel like he keeps wanting to give her roses, and he just keeps showing me that. Hold on one second. He literally just said December 17th. Is December 17th someone's birthday? I never hear it so clear. December 7th or December 17th. I swear, I never hear that. And he didn't pass away 2017, right? Okay. Okay, I promise you, once this is recorded, I'll put it on YouTube. Once you show your mom, she's going to be like, oh my God, Aunt Mary passed away on December 17th. Like, he just keeps showing me that. And they'll show me specific things and instances of like, this happened and then this happened. So just so you know, he's bringing it up for a reason. He's either talking about him, trying to show me something that happened with you, or he's talking about somebody's anniversary and or their date of their passing or birthday, and he's bringing them in to show you who he's with. Do you have a grandpa named John or Joe? John, Joe, I feel like John, Jacob, Jingleheimer Schmidt. No, I'm just kidding. The one thing about your brother is I know that he's coming through very sincere, and I feel like, okay, just know that I'm starting to see that. When I start to say the other thing that you were just saying, say. I almost feel like he's a bit, I don't know how to put this. I don't want to say like he wasn't smart. I want to say that your brother was like naive and trusting the wrong people. I feel very protective in who he's hanging around. Does that make sense too when I say that? And I just felt like he's very sensitive to be born into this planet. And I wish that our school systems, I love our teachers, by the way. I just wish our school systems and our society would really, I mean, I feel like we're changing now, but like really honoring sensitive people and the way that they learn. I feel like he would have learned better hands-on and learned a trade or something like that. I feel like his mind raced a lot, but I just don't like the people who he started hanging around with who he thought they might be like a good friend. I feel like he had some good friends and then some other people I just did not like around him. Is this making sense too when I say that? And can I ask you, was it his passing where there was an impact? Some, yes, now you understand. Because I feel like you didn't like those people either. You got like sick feeling, right? Did someone pass away from an impact? Like did someone fall or was there a car accident? The reason why I'm asking, sweetie, is my body feels very much pain. It's like painful, but I feel like there's a played a part. Okay. All right. Let me pull back and see what I'm trying to say. Did you also have a ceremony where you guys let balloons go, or were you going to? He's not stopping about the 17th. Are you guys Irish or something? Is there March 17th is St. Patty's Day, right? Now let me tell you, sometimes readings run smoother and sometimes they're heavy and murky. And this is kind of heavy and murky. And the reason why is because he has regret about the way he passed. There's regret about the way he passed. He just keeps showing me that. And so when it's heavy or someone didn't get a chance to say goodbye and they were here one day and not the next, is he okay? He is. He's very much at peace. I always say we come from this loving source. You get to define that. Don't ever let a medium or a reader tell you what it is, but there's a loving divine source that we're from, and then we come here to the earth plane and we exchange relationships, and then we all go back there. And he's back there. Don't ever let anybody tell you he's stuck. He's not stuck. Just like John Edwards, Teresa Caputo, any other mediums that I've seen, Lisa Williams, they'll tell you that they all make it. He's I call it at home. He's home. So he's definitely over there. There's M either here or crossed over because he just went like, I wanted to say like Mary Marjorie. There's something like that too. As he says this, hold on one second. I don't usually see this in a reading, and it's not like totally ambiguous, but do you have a beach cruiser or do you ride a bike or something? I just kept seeing, I don't know why I'm seeing, thank you guys for that. I don't know why I'm seeing so much of something that reminds me of Santa Cruz. We lived in California, we lived by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and I keep seeing like a bridge, and then I see water like I shared with you. And then I just keep seeing what to me looks like a bike or a cruiser. I just keep seeing that over and over again. That makes sense. You're understanding what he's talking about? Okay. This won't mean anything to me, but as long as it's something that you're understanding, that's all that matters, okay? That's all that matters. And are you big on like farmers markets or something like that? Or is that your mom? I feel like I'm going to go to the farmer's market and get fresh bread. If you're coming in, just ask the moderators, please. And thank you for being here. You are? Okay. You're big on farmers markets. I just kept seeing, he's just telling me, sometimes they tell me big things, like he's saying that he had an action that was part of his passing. And sometimes they tell me little things, and that to me is little, but it describes you. Do you know what I mean? And so he's obviously understanding what's going on with you. He's watching over you. He just keeps saying, thank you for helping mom. Thank you for helping mom. I don't know if your mom was always strong and she didn't accept help from others, but this has really shook her. And at the end of the day, she may look tough on the outside, but she really needs that help. Does that make sense to you? This is making sense. Okay. And I don't know if your mom loves roses, but when I see red roses, it's usually a sign from how much love they're sending from themselves to you. So just know this is his way of coming through. Everything's not over. He won't stop talking about the John, George, James. It's like a J, either here and or crossed over. And I can have the gender wrong if it's a woman, but he definitely is showing me that it's a J or G sound. I won't know the difference. And let me see if there's anything else that he wants me to tell you. He just keeps saying thank you. I don't feel like what he did was anything that the family could have changed. That he came from a loving family, so anything that he did wasn't a reflection of him not getting enough love. He had the love. He just either addiction problems or I can't understand what that is, but anytime they go like this, I know that they have problems that are within them, and it's usually a society thing. Okay? So just know he sends his love. I don't know if his birthday's coming up, your birthday or your mom, but I literally, he is loved. Yes, and he knows that. He sees the altar that you guys have of him with his pictures and everything. He sees Do you know what I mean? He sees. And he's just saying that you and mom, you have to, I don't know if you and your mom are the closest or you're the ones that are leaning on each other, but you're the ones together who are going to get through this. Does that make sense? Yeah, he knows, sweetheart. He knows. And I don't know if someone's thinking about doing balloons in the sky or lanterns, but I just keep seeing something ground floating, something ground floating. And he just shows me that over and over again. Yeah, you are together. Okay. He adores, he just had the best mom in the world. Best mom in the world. He just keeps showing me that. I don't know why he doesn't show me dad. I don't know if he was only close to mom or if she's a single parent mom, but he just keeps saying, you need to tell mom that I love her. She's the best mom in the world. He just keeps saying that over and over again. Okay? So thank you so much for letting me give you that reading. And like I said, this is recorded so you can listen to it back. Okay. Whew. Thank you, moderators. You know what? It was cold here today, but now I'm like running hot. She is. Yes, you're welcome. Perfect. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Angela. Okay. So Sarah J, you are next. And then after that is Lindsay. So Sarah J, are you in the house? Sarah, there she is. So you guys can do me a favor. Thank you so much. I love it. I'm good. You guys help me hold space while I'm doing this too. So Sarah, 617 should be the only one talking. So Sarah, thank you for being here. That is so, no, that's June 617. Remember in her reading, I kept saying like something 17 and I didn't see yours, but you have in your username, you have 17. So I'll be able to answer more questions, just talk to the moderators. My list is closed for today, but I will be doing readings on here tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Thank you guys for being here. Sarah J, if you can do me a favor, you saw how this works. I like to hone in on the energy of the person that I'm doing the reading for. If you can do me a favor and let me know who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know who they are to you. With a big group like this, just to and it timed, it just helps me to concentrate. The reading list is full today. Sarah is the only one who should be talking. Okay, so Sarah. Thanks, moderators. You will find you're going to be muted once I start a reading. Please don't take that personally. It's just for a minute or 5 minutes, and it's so I can concentrate. Sarah should be the only one talking. So I used to be a preschool teacher. I'm going to ask everybody to sit crisscross applesauce and just enjoy and sit back and relax. And Sarah J, you wanted to hear from your grandmother. Okay, can I ask you, usually like when I'm doing someone else's reading and someone else is coming up, and I kept saying there's a 17 reference, a 17, and you have your username and you have 617. Is the 17th big for you? And are you the, hold on one second. Is there somebody's name? Okay, that's okay. I just was like, what is the 17 number? That's okay. I'll just put it to the side and start with a clean slate then. Okay, hold on one second. Do you guys have an Anne Marie or a Marie or Anne Marie in your family, either here or across, or is somebody's middle name Anne or first name? I just heard Anne Marie, just like that, either here or across. Please don't comment. I know I'm just giving a reading to Sarah. You may have double messages, but I know this reading is for Sarah. Thank you. Hold on one second. Who, did you, I keep seeing nursing, so I don't know if you're in your aunt. Okay. My aunt is, my aunt is Anne, middle name. Her middle name is Is she crossed over? That Anne or Annie, is she here or crossed over? She's crossed over. Yes, then this is just your grandmother's way of showing me who's with her. And can I ask you, was somebody a nurse or medical assistant? I keep seeing medical. Oh, this is so great. She's like, it's actually Melissa Ann. I'm like, Anne Marie. That's okay. I'm dyslexic too, so that would make sense that I would get it backwards. But it's Melissa Ann. I kept hearing Anne Marie. It's Melissa Ann. So thank you for being open to that. She is the only one who should be talking. You're going to see them come through. I am a CNA, an administrator for a nursing home. Thank you. Okay, yeah, she shows me that. Are you the first one to be? Please don't talk while I'm doing a reading. If there's a double message, just get your journal out and write it down. Okay. Thanks, Ashley. Hold on one second. And even sometimes if you're like, stop commenting, you'll be muted. I absorb all the energy in the thread. So that's why the moderators are muting you guys while I'm doing a reading, even if you're sending a compliment. So when we say don't talk or you'll get muted, please don't take it personally. I'm just trying to concentrate on the person's energy, okay? Thank you for being here. Can I ask you, did your grandmother or Melissa Ann have a brain injury or something brain? The reason why I'm asking is TMJ, this part of my head is like pounding, and it reminds me of like when someone has, is it TMJ? Your grandmother did. Okay, thank you. That would just be her way of coming through. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And it just hurts on this side. Almost feels like, yeah. Okay, good. So that's making sense to you. She keeps saying that you're one smart cookie and that you do not handle BSers. So thank you for allowing me to give you a reading then, because I feel like that's a lot of trust. Do you know what I mean? I want to thank you for that. Let me see the other thing that she was. Sarah, did you just color your hair or something? Did you just dye or color your hair? Did you just do something to your hair? I keep seeing it like hair changing a color, looking a different color. And usually that's their way to show me them, something that happened with them or something recently that you just did. They'll also show me that. Hold on one second. Hold on. Can I ask you, this is really interesting because I do, I'm getting ready to have my cousin's and daughter doing it. So you're going to be coloring your hair soon. Yep, that's what I can see. I know I do my angels and my readings and I call them angel readings, but did someone actually say like collect angels or like angels, or is somebody's name like Angel or Angela? Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm going to go in somebody's house and they're going to have like something with an angel or something. I don't know what that means, but it should mean something to you. Whenever they show me, and I know it's supposed to mean something to you. Your aunt collected them. The aunt who's crossed over collected angels. Are you kidding me? I love that. See, I felt like I was going to walk in and like see them everywhere. That's Melissa Ann. Okay. This is so awesome. Did someone have, this is like crazy to me, yes? Did someone have like 12 kids? Is somebody's family like from, and if this is a double message, Carla, please don't comment. Just get out your journal and write it down. But I am giving Sarah a reading, so thank you for being here. Show me the thing that you were talking about. Okay. Yeah. Did someone have a lot of kids or something? I see one house and I see so many kids. So I don't know if someone had, Cynthia, please don't comment. This is just for one person that I'm doing the reading for. This is for Sarah. but sit back and relax and just write it in your journal that that was also a double message for you. Your grandparents. Okay, so funny because I was like, dude, did you have 22 first cousins on one side of the family or something? Or did someone have like 12 kids? Okay, that's just their way of showing me that. And one of the things I feel from your grandmother is she keeps making me feel like she's very proud of the way that she lives. Second cousins, LOL. Oh my God. Show me again. She feels very proud of the way that she lived, and she makes me feel like she did not take no for an answer if it was a dream. Do you know what I mean? If you're passionate about having a lemonade stand and run a hot dog stand, do it. Do it all the way. Do it with honesty and integrity. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, she just makes me feel like she doesn't like the word no. Do you know what I mean? Don't come to her and tell her you can't do something. Do you understand what I'm saying? She feels very strong to me. So when she comes through like a woman of like very faithful, and I don't know if she was like religious per se or just spiritual, but either way, this is making sense to you, yes? She's comes through very strong, and I feel like you very much admired her and still admire her. Like, I don't know if she's one of your idols or something like that, or she's just a person of like, you know, sometimes people like admire like Oprah or somebody else, and you're like, no, I admire my grandmother. Like, she did a lot. She was a force to reckon with. And so, sweetheart, she's very much around you. So if you need anything from her, you just call upon her and she's going to help you. Yeah, you had a strong connection with her. I feel like you guys were out of everybody, you feel like the most alike. There's something about that. And so whenever you feel, I'm glad you brought that up, Sarah, whenever you feel like I have a strong connection with somebody, it's like they're actually your guide then. If you think about them more than other people that have passed, and more people here don't think about grandma as often as you do, then that's because she's like your guide. Does that make sense? So one of the things that I know is that how this happens is somebody is your guide, and especially somebody who has like such strong, amazing energy like this, Sarah, that would tell me that there's something bigger for your life purpose than what you see in front of you. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you'll be doing. I don't know if there's going to be kids that you advocate for or what it is, but there's your job and then something that you're going to be doing, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. Are you going to write a book, do a foundation, volunteer on the side? I do not know. But she makes me feel like, get ready. There's something bigger than what you can see in front of you. And when it does come to you, she just wants you to call upon her to have faith to follow that through. I don't know if this has already happened for you, or if this is going to make sense, or if you in your heart feel like you're like, I'm at my job and it feels good here, but I feel like I'm going to do something bigger. I just don't know what it is. Then that's the feeling I'm getting too. Does that make sense? And it's like, she says that you're super busy, so it's not like you're not doing enough right now. She tells me, so I feel like you just don't sit down all day. This is making sense. Okay, so I am pulling back. Please know this is her way of coming through, and I'm so glad that Melissa Ann, where I was like, Ann Margaret, so it's Melissa Ann, that she's over there with her too. I'm so busy and never sit down. That's what I was just saying. She just literally said that. Right? Did I just, yeah, when I channel, I don't remember. Yeah, she's like, not like she's not busy enough already. You are busy enough already, for sure. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me give you that reading. I am pulling back a little bit. This is how I know I'm getting ready for the next reading. I'll give that energy back to you and take my energy back for me, and just know, stay with this, and just know this is her way of coming through and saying that she loves you very much. And she's very proud of you. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you guys for being here. What a beautiful day. If you start giving donations, please don't do that, because I will be on tomorrow too. Yes, if you paid for a reading and you have to go, I will message you and let you know the next time I'm going live, okay? Okay, perfect. And so Lindsay, you are next. And the way that I like to do these readings, and thank you everybody else for being here, because they are fast and I do have a lot of people in here where I feel a lot of different energies. It's better if you, we start off your reading like you saw me do the other two. If you can tell me who you want to hear from. I don't need to know a name, sweetheart. I just need to know who they are to you. So grandma, son, mom, that kind of a thing. And I'll be able to answer questions after. Hi, Lindsay. So Lindsay is Big Nothing, and she should be the only one that's talking. So do you guys see that where it says Big Nothing? She should be the only one who's talking. And thank you everybody else for being here. Okay, hold on one second. So you want to hear from your friend and your ex. Okay. Which one of them had cancer? My entire body is like not feeling good. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm feeling incredibly sick to my stomach. So I don't know if somebody took something and then they passed away, or if they were on medication. So that's why I was asking you if one of them passed away from cancer. My stomach feels so bizarre right now, and I feel like I'm getting, my mouth is watering too, like I cannot keep something down. So I don't know if someone took something and that's how they passed. If this is a drinking thing, it's just that same kind of a feeling. Oh, I don't like the way I'm feeling. Hold on. I don't like this. Does that make sense to you? With either of them, I feel extremely sick to my stomach and dehydrated. And so, okay, one of the passings you don't know the specifics of. Okay, when I do readings like this in a group and I'm trying to do it faster to get to the point, which one of them do you not know the specifics of? Is that your ex? And do you know, like hearsay, if it was somebody saying that they passed away drug related? Yes, it was your ex and you don't know exactly how it happened. I feel incredibly sick to my stomach. Has anybody said anything about excessive drinking, or I took some, it's like I don't know the feeling I'm feeling. It almost feels like food poisoning, but I know that that's not it because I've never felt anything like this before. So just know as they come forward, that's something that I keep seeing. And I don't know why I am bringing this up, but is there a reference with you guys with Sandy and Danny from Greece or something? Because those all start to feel, see, hear, feel things that the other side wants me to convey to you. And the first thing I started to see was like Greece from Sandy and Danny. So I don't know if someone's Greece, if somebody's name is Sandy or Danny, or someone looked like John Travolta or Olivia Newton-John, but I saw that. And then immediately after, I felt very dizzy and I felt sick. I feel like I have like, did someone take like, hold on one second. Is this a fentanyl passing? Okay. If none of those make sense, just go ahead and put them to the side. Other family members may be coming through too. If anybody ever looked like John Travolta, or if there's a Grease reference, just so you know, they bring that up. Did anybody know with your ex if they passed away from like fentanyl, or what is the other, or like oxy? This taste I have in my mouth is rancid, and they're trying to show me, and that's all I keep seeing. I mean, tasting. So I have to acknowledge it and move on to the next thing. No, I haven't been able to figure out exactly what he did. Are people guessing that that might be one of the things? When I say that to you, because you feel like you have really good intuition, does that make sense to you? And are you the hairdresser, or does someone own, does someone do hair for a living? Okay. So you guys have seen, like, the first reading was kind of murky. The second reading ran smoother. The third reading, when people pass away and we don't know how they passed, the energy is different. I just want to get that taste out of my mouth. Yuck. And no one knows if they did meth, oxy, or fentanyl. Any of those three. Unfortunately, I'm not in contact with any of his family. I don't know. Okay. More than... Okay. All right. So I'll just do what I used to do on missing person cases and stuff, is I'll just tell you what I'm feeling, because it feels to me like that he took something, and I keep seeing that. I don't know if his family really cares what people think, so they're very quiet. Like, from the outside, everything looks really good, and it looks like, wow, this is an amazing family, and then you get in and you're like, you guys have some toxic traits. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why they're your ex. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like there's really heavy energy. You can understand that when I talk about his family. Okay. You have great energy, and you're very, yes, this reminds me of like when the lion meets the lamb, or the empath meets the narcissist. And I just felt you fell in love with your ex's potential, but the family life that they had of this being like secret and wanting to look so perfect. And you're really like all for the truth. You're like, tell me the truth. I just want to know. You don't like lying. It's because you're quite intuitive yourself. So even if someone's lying to you to like save your feelings, you know. Do you know what I mean? So you're like, don't ever do that to me. I just know. Just keep seeing that. The friend that you have passed, is that a female? Your friend that passed? Is she female? Yes. Okay. I don't know why I see this, but I see a Hawaiian lei. So I don't know if you guys went to Hawaii together, or why I see that, or if you guys like the beach, but that's usually their sign to show me like Hawaii or beach theme. So I don't know if that's something that you guys have together, but I just keep seeing that. Are you going to Hawaii? There's a Hawaii reference. Now I'm seeing a ukulele. Or you know that song, We Went to the Beach Together? Okay, but not in Hawaii. LOL. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I just keep seeing that. But I also keep hearing the song, Tell Me That Again. You guys have been on here before when they've told me songs. So I was like, I don't want to sing. Do you know the Hawaiian version of Where Somewhere Over the Rainbow? I keep hearing that via ukulele. I keep hearing that. So I don't know if someone played that at her passing. I don't know who the hairdresser is. I feel like someone's doing my hair. Do you do people's hair, but like not for a living, but are you good at it or something? I have no idea what she's trying to show me. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Were you and your friend, okay, you don't do hair. Just put it to the side. They're showing it to me. I just keep going like this. I don't know if your friend lost her hair or why I'm like, this hair thing. If it doesn't make sense, I put it to the side. Show me the other thing that you were going to say. She keeps talking about your mom. Was your mom like a mom to her? And is your mom still alive? Because your friend keeps talking about your mom. Yes, your mom tried to be a mom to her. Thank you. Thank you. So see, when we read your ex's energy, murky, not clear. We bring your friend over. She's like, move that guy aside. I'm here. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Okay. So this is just for Lindsay. And she called me mom sometimes too. Okay. That would be the way why she's coming through. I don't see how she passes, sweetie. She doesn't show me. I don't see how she passes. Hold on. I can't see it for some reason. That's okay. I'm just going to put it to the side. Is there an April reference? Meaning, did someone pass in April, someone's birthday in April, or do they have an A in their name? I see this and I'm trying to see, does your name start with an A? Do you have an August, April reference? Your birthday's in April. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I know you said no Grease reference. She just keeps talking about. She's like talking about it. Do you know Olivia Newton-John when they sing "You're the One That I Want"? You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. Don't laugh at me. I'm not a singer. I'm just relaying. You know those tight pants Olivia Newton-John has on that scene? I'm telling you, there's something Grease related. I don't understand it, but she won't stop talking about it. And sometimes we don't understand. They just keep bringing it up. There's something like that. I wish I knew. Okay. It will make sense to you as you talk, as you read this back, as you watch this back, I promise you it will make sense. I just keep seeing it over and over again. And it's so funny. I'm like, why am I seeing Grease? And I didn't get it. And Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta, no, that's not it. Nobody looks like that. I'm like, what is it? And she's like, the tight pants. So it reminds me, like in the 80s, we used to put on tight pants. We used to put them on wet. And then we would get the, what is it called? Pliers and lay on the bed and like pull up our pants and like not even be able to move because our pants were so tight. And I guess Olivia Newton-John had to be like sewn into those pants. So there's like a reference of that. I don't know what it is, but it's going to make sense to you or somebody around her or you, okay? Yeah, like 98% of what I tell you during the reading is going to make a lot of sense. The 2%, put to the side, and as you rewatch this, they'll help you find out what that is, okay? Okay. Did you actually write something at her service? Did you speak at her service? Because I keep seeing you, and I just keep seeing a piece of paper, and I just keep seeing that. And that's her way to show me you either wrote something to her or you spoke that day of her service, because I keep seeing this. Okay, did you write something down? Did you think about it? Did you write something down? But we wrote to each other all the time. That's why I'm seeing that. Thank you. You guys kind of remind me of like pen pals from the movie Beaches. Did you guys ever watch that movie or feel like you guys had a connection? You know how they're like pen pals back and forth? Do you still have... Oh, you've got to see it. Do you still have some of the letters? Do you know what I mean? I feel like nostalgic, like I still have those. So I don't know if you were just reading them recently or why I see you looking down at a piece of paper, but that's what she's showing me. Yes, I have a lot of her writing. That's it. Thank you, sweetie, for being patient with me until I could understand what she's talking about. Is there a Sherry, Sharon, Sherry, either here or crossed over, or S? Her name starts with S. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Can I just tell you, she's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I just think she just was so beautiful. She's like, I know. She just glowed. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if she was hard on herself or she didn't realize how full of light she was for so many other people. Makes me feel like Tears of a Clown, like I'm gonna pump everybody else up and be their cheerleader, but I can't like do that for myself. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that. She couldn't see her own beauty. She thought she was ugly. I'd be like, girl, what are you talking about? Yeah, she just couldn't see it. There's just something about it. It almost reminds me of like body dysmorphia or whatever. Well, she talked about herself. You were like, who are you talking about? You just couldn't see it, like the berating. So I don't know if she like shiny on the outside, but she had depression on the inside or why. But when I try to ask her about her passing, she does not tell me again. So I don't know if she was part of her passing or why she won't talk about her passing, but she won't. Hold on one second. Were you away? Did you hear about, you understand why? Okay. Yeah. Can I ask you, is it because, is she part, did she have an action that was part of her passing? Can I ask you? And were you not there when she crossed over? Yes, okay. That's why. For me to feel her energy so beautiful at the beginning and not to feel numb, okay. There's something about that. Do you know what I mean? There was something about that. So you were there, but did she pass and then you came in the room? Like she's passing and then you come? Because the reason I asked you if you weren't there is because I get this feeling of, had I been there, I kept hearing, had I been there, this probably wouldn't happen. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Hold on one second, I'm gonna get some water. I'd much rather give you a reading for her than your ex, by the way. If I had been a minute quicker, that's what I was feeling. Yeah, that's why I was saying, were you not there? Because I kept feeling like one of the things you keep repeating in your mind is, had I been there, had I been there. So just a minute quicker. Okay. Please know that she doesn't want you to carry any guilt about that, because you were one of the few people in her life that made her feel like she was special and that she was something. I don't know if she came from a family where they berated her, if she was the scapegoat for that family, or like, you know how some people, they feel like the black sheep of the family, or like they were adopted or something because their family just treats them horribly. Not that you should even be treated like that if you're adopted, but do you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like she was born into the wrong family. Do you know what I mean? And though she tried to pretend that she didn't care what they thought, I feel like she did. Yes. And I feel like, I don't know how many times, we're very protective over her. So I don't know if you're like, let me go punch your mom in the face. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're really patient with people, but when, oh, did you say you were an Aries? Yeah. So now you know that this is not anything that if you didn't do or you didn't do, it's like a family thing. Does that make sense? Because she doesn't want you to take the burden on. And she says that she doesn't want you to feel guilty because her happiest times where she was feeling safe and all of that was with you. Does that make sense to you? Thank you, Jenny. I swear to God. You're going to I don't actually ever tell anybody this, Lindsay, but you're going to have to message me later what this grease thing is. It's that scene when they're singing, "You're the one that I want, honey." I just keep seeing it over and over again. I love when they give me those messages because they're very consistent and they know why, but it drives me crazy when I don't get an answer. So if you find it in your heart after when you're watching this, yeah, you'll look up the scene, you'll be like, I know now, that looks like an outfit that we wore, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is making sense. Okay, so I am pulling back. Please know she is at peace. It doesn't matter how people pass. We have a loving source that we're from. Don't let other people describe to you what that is. You get to define that for yourself. I just know that there's a Oh, maybe because of the beach. Yeah, the scene of, yeah, maybe in the movie Grease. That can be it too, but she just keeps showing me the pants in that scene of You're the One That I Want. That's so funny. So just so you know, this is her way of coming through. Please keep talking to her. She's at home at that loving source. They come here to the earth's plane to exchange and to create and love and forgive and go back. And she is at that loving source. Don't let anybody ever tell you that she's stuck because of the way she passed. She is not. I have to say, when you said I saw 17 in the beginning, it was relevant to her. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So she's strong. She's been coming through on every reading. I was like, 17. What? What? The 1 and the 7. Yeah. So sometimes when I'm doing a reading, I know that the information is just for them. But if you have somebody who's very strong where you're like, show me a sign. I want to know that you made it. I want to know that you're okay. She's like, I know Lindsay's going to be getting a reading today in 17, 17, 17. She's like, 1 and 7, 1 and 7. I'm like, okay. So just so you know, she's very strong. She's very much around you. And for someone who's passed in the way that she did, she really feels light to me. Whereas your ex, I don't like that energy. I felt very sick. I had to like shake it off. But with her, I feel like she's finally at peace. She was not able to be at peace on this planet for whatever reason. And please know, over there, she's getting the healing that she needed. And she very much loves you. You're the Thelma to her Louise. You're like the butter to her bread. Do you know what I mean? You're all of that in one. And she just adored you and loved you very much. So thank you for giving her the feeling of that she felt like she belonged. She didn't feel like that with very many people. So thank you for that, she says. Okay. Much love to you. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and take a break and drink some water. Moderators, you're awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. So good. I know some people wanted, you're welcome, Lindsay. Thank you. And this is being recorded, so I'll put it over on YouTube later. Yeah. So I think I can do one more reading. Let me jump off here and I'll come right back. I want to see, yes, the moderators are so great. Thank you for saying that. I'll be right back. I'll come right back. I want to see, yes, the moderators are so great. Thank you for saying that. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Pay right now because the list is closed, but I will be on here tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday doing readings for a $30 donation. If you did want to send it today, then you'll be showing up ahead of time. I wanted to see if Wendy. Why did I say windy? It's not windy. Hold on one second. If Wendy. Why did I say windy? It's not windy. Hold on one second. I'm looking, sorry guys. I know it's gonna freeze. I'm here. So Monica, have a good night, Lindsay. Thank you for being here. Monica, are you still here, baby girl, or did you take off? You froze, but you were looking for Wendy. Are you Wendy? Hold on one second. You froze, but you were looking for Wendy. Are you Wendy? Hold on one second. Yes, Wendy. Yes, Wendy. Monica, I'm confused about your reading, so hold on one second. It's freezing a little bit. I think Wendy paid before you did, so Wendy's first, and then Monica, I will try to do yours. I think, Monica, I think you requested money from me and then sent a $10 donation. So I'm confused on it. That's why I had to go out. But Wendy, okay. So let me do Wendy's reading because she paid before you, and then I'll go out and look on. And moderators, thank you for being here. This is longer than I usually go on, so I appreciate it. Am I still freezing now? I think I was freezing because I went off, and now I'm coming back on. So Wendy, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. And the way that I like to do my readings is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name, sweetheart. I just need to know who they were in relationship to you. No ball better. Thanks, Kim. Seems okay now. Thanks, Queen. So Wendy from Peter Pan. Are you named after Peter Pan? Wendy, like, no joke. Your name is Peter's pasta mom. I said Peter Pan, and you're like Peter's pasta mom. Are you really named after Wendy from like Peter Pan? I'll message you if you paid for a reading. No, my son is Peter Pasta on TikTok. I don't think that's a coincidence that I was like Wendy Peter Pan, and then I look and your name and is not. I thought it was gonna say Wendy on here, and it's Peter. Okay, that's not a coincidence. And did you say? Hold on one second. That you wanted to hear from your dad. Interesting how your dad's like, sorry, your chopped liver. I'm gonna say hi to your son first. So I don't know if your dad. Thanks, Monica, and your son were very close. I'll do your reading next, Monica. Thank you for being here. Wendy. Were your dad and your son very close? Is he like named after him? He is here. Yes, they were close. Okay, see? Dad could have passed before he knew him, but it was like Wendy and Peter. And I was like, he immediately went to Peter. So that would tell me when he came out of the house, you know the TikToks where they joke around, they go ding dong, and they push the parents out of the way and they run to the kid? That's it, right? Like they were close. That's his way of showing me that. You need to did he, hold on one second. He needs to know how proud Grandpa is of him. So I've got to write this down so I can follow him too. Peter Pasta. There's something about your dad saying, I just want to say, hold on one second. Hold on. I'm trying to be serious because obviously your dad's crossed over and you miss him. He's funny though, right? He's like, I'm really funny and I'm handsome. Like he's funny, your dad. And he talks about your son and he goes, I knew it. I knew he was going to, he had star quality. I knew he was going to do something with this life. Yes, he was a character. That's what I feel. And I don't know if hold on, he's so funny. So I don't know if your son was born with a big head, like an unusual big head, but he's like, I knew he had that big head for a reason. It's like a lot of ideas up there. Do you know what I mean? This won't mean anything to me if it means something to you. I don't know if someone was born with a big head, but I'm not getting like ego. Like when they say, oh, that person has a big head, I'm actually getting like circumference large. Does that make sense too when I say that? Good Lord, Wendy, you didn't have a 10-pound baby, did you, Sunshine? And he's saying, way to go, Mom, way to go with like encouraging to do. Okay, normal size head. Okay, I just have to say what he's saying. But he goes, I knew it. I knew he says, like, I knew. Yeah, oh, look, close. Okay, so I say, this is what I say. I say, I knew he had that big head. And you're like, no, normal size head. I'm like, but was he like 10 pounds or something? Like it was a big baby? And you go, LOL, close to it. See? Like your dad is like, this is his opinion. Do you know what I mean? He's like coming through saying, I knew it. So I knew the big baby, like big head, big baby. Good Lord. He needs to thank you and make you pasta every day. Holy moly. Holy moly, Wendy. And he says, good job, Mom. Good job for like encouraging him. Good job for like being there for him. He just keeps talking about that over and over again about how you're encouraging your son to like keep doing this. Do you know what I mean? Where other people would say, go get a real job. Like I think you could actually make a living out of this. And he just keeps saying that he has like star quality. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Your dad's saying your son has star quality. But he just keeps saying good for you because he's like, you'll do anything to help your kids if it's something that they're passionate about and they believe in it. Do you guys actually have merch? Do you have a merch that actually says like Peter Pasta? Do they have merch? Yes, he's doing, yeah, amazing. Well, everybody follow. Is he on here? Excuse me. Wendy, is your son Peter Pasta, is he on here? Yes, he has merch. Okay, because your dad is showing me like this. He keeps showing me like that. I don't know why your dad's showing me this, but hold on. Have you ever seen the movie? Oh, cool. So everybody follow Peter Pasta. Let's do that. Show me the thing that you're telling me about right now. Did your dad? Ryan Peters. Thank you. I don't know if your dad was Irish, or why I'm seeing this scene from House Sitter, where he sings like as jokingly like to his dad. Steve Martin sings Tooraloo Lura. So I don't know if you guys are Irish, or if your dad's name was Steve, or if he looks like Steve Martin. I don't know why I'm seeing that, or if someone actually sang Tooraloo Lura at his passing. But does this make any sense to you? They'll show me movie scenes for a reason. If it's not exact, there's something close to it that your dad's trying to show me for you. And who has a boy and a girl? Like, do you have a brother? Do you have a son and a daughter? I keep seeing a boy and a girl, boy and a girl. And your dad just keeps showing me that over and over again. Not seeing that connection, just go ahead and put that to the side. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie House Sitter. You have 3 sons? Lordy. Do you have a brother though? Because your dad, I keep seeing him, a girl and a boy, a girl and a boy. So this is somebody like, it's you and then you have a brother. Like your dad's showing me this. So I need to pay attention to what he's talking about. One of the things that one brother, 2 sisters. Okay, thank you. Hold on one second. Okay. So you have a brother and then another sister, and then there's you. So I'm talking to you, and then he's like, there's a brother and a sister that you have in addition. That's how he's like saying it. Okay. Hold on one second. I don't know why I'm tasting beer. I don't know if you're drinking a beer. I really feel, do you know when people have the, oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I don't know who has the thing where they had to like, they kept, say it again, Dad, the frozen mugs for the beer in their freezer, and they had to have it like that with their beer, like a frozen mug. But I keep tasting that, and it's so funny because I don't actually drink anymore, but I'm tasting that. So I don't know what this is in reference to, or someone like would have that. You know, like the frozen cups in their freezer. Yes, he loved frozen mugs. Okay, thank you. Because they'll show me big things and they'll show me small things. And he kept showing me that over and over again. Back when I did drink, I just thought those were so amazing because it's just nice and toasty. Okay, that's so funny. I keep them in my freezer too. Because in honor of your dad though, right? Do you know what I mean? I love this. I love this. I just feel like your dad makes me feel like it's so important for people to know he's very proud, very, very proud of his family. You guys are doing everything that he would ever have wanted you to do. He just keeps telling me that. Is your mom still here? Is your mom still alive? And if so, does she have an affinity for hydrangeas or something? Because I have hydrangeas all the time, but I feel like I want to give your mom. Yes, mom is still here. Does she have an affinity for like hydrangeas? Do you see these? These come also in blue, and I don't know why I'm seeing those. So I don't know if your mom, when she gets flowers, she doesn't want your standard roses. She wants like the bouquet with like different flowers in them, or why I see hydrangeas. No, not that I'm aware. She never did. Okay, look at these and just know that's what I'm seeing. So if someone had this as a bush around their house, or like not a bush, but if someone had these, his mom, your mom's mom, or someone actually grows those, I'm seeing those. Just like I am the frosted mug for some reason. So you're like, go out in your backyard, like, oh, I have one of those. It's like someone has this, because he just literally just showed me like that. And if it's not hydrangeas, then it's like a white flower. So it can also be like a magnolia tree or something, but it's like a white flower. He just has reference to that. I don't know all my flowers. So if that's the closest thing he's pulling, then he's trying to show me that as well. Okay, hold on one second. Is there anything else? Did your dad have an illness before he passed away? Because I feel like, yes, thank you. So it wasn't just a flash thing, it was like an illness before. You have to know that for Dad, I feel like for me, he's making me feel like, this is the best way I can say it, is thank you for honoring his wishes. So I know that your dad was a big giver, and that he would have not liked being sedentary or in pain for very long. So I don't know if he didn't take as much treatment as he could have, or there's something like that, but he keeps saying, thank you for honoring the way that he wanted to go. Does that make sense to you? Like my mom didn't want a DNR. He was not able to talk or see my husband or my eldest son before he passed. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's something that he makes me feel. Thank you for honoring how he wanted to go. So I don't know if he made it clear that he wanted to stop taking medicine or something, but he was a big giver, so he was happy that way. And he just, at the end, in the pain that he was feeling and sick, I just feel that it doesn't feel like him. And so I feel like I don't want to fight this because it'll change who I am. Yes, he was in pain. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you. And I'm so sorry he didn't get there, or you flew to see him for his journey. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so sorry he wasn't able to communicate, but he could hear. He could hear. And I feel like somebody literally said this to him. It's really important that you tell the rest of his family this. Somebody literally said, Dad, we love you so much and we don't want to lose you. But if you need to go to be out of pain, we're okay with it. Someone literally said that. They let him know, you can go ahead and go now. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Someone literally said that to him. You can go ahead and go now. And I don't know how to tell you that when someone, yes, this is making sense to you. When someone says that and you just want them here so bad, and you'd be surprised at some of the things people say to people on their deathbed. It's like, don't go, we don't want you to go. It's like, oh, don't say that. It's hard enough for them to go. But the fact that you guys said that to him helped him go with such peace, because all he ever wanted to do, ever, was be a good husband and a good dad. And a good grandpa. That's all he ever wanted. This is it. Do you understand? And so when he couldn't do that and he was leaving, he wanted to be here to protect his family. And when he couldn't do that anymore, he saw that he would be able to do it from the other side. Was his mom crossed also when he passed away? Because he was met by a woman. I'm trying to get her name. And your name is Wendy. Is there an L with your dad or someone crossed? Is this making sense? Okay, thank you. An L. I almost wanted to say Louise, Lucy, Louie. First, middle, or last name. It's okay. They'll show me things for a reason. So, yes. Okay. But because of you guys saying that, that's okay. Put that to the side. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes not. Yeah, what's that? What's La Combe? What is that? Because he literally just was like L. He showed me an L. Okay, let me pull back and see if there's anything else he wants me to tell you. I don't know why I'm seeing him. You know, in the olden days, that's why. Yeah, my maternal grandmother with an L. Yep, he showed me. He's like, see, and I wouldn't know that name, Lacombe. So I was like, I don't know that name. So she was crossed when he passed. I see an elderly lady helping him cross over. That's how he shows me that. And please know he is very much at peace and watching over you guys. I jokingly say they stay out of the bedroom and the bathroom because it kind of freaks people out when I tell them they're watching over you, but he is watching over you. And he's very happy with the family. You guys honor him all the time. You guys are talking to him all the time. You have his picture out. Sometimes people, they don't talk about the family members anymore when they pass away or something like that. But he says that you guys are doing a great job keeping his memory alive. And you need to tell his husband, hello, see, I start to channel and get all silly. You need to tell your husband that he was like a son to him. Your husband was like a son to your dad. And so if your husband felt like when your dad passed, babe, I feel like that my dad passed, there's something very much that he's showing me that the fondness that they had back and forth. So just know he's showing me that too. So your husband needs to know that your dad is saying that he loves him very much and that he's proud of him and he's doing a great job. Okay? All right. So I'm pulling back a little bit. I think I'm going to be doing Monica's reading next, and then I'm done. I think someone paid via PayPal. I will be able to do your reading tomorrow, I think. But Wendy, I hope this brought you some comfort today. Thank you for letting me read you for him. He's a very, very sweet guy. He's... what a wonderful thing to have a dad like this. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't get to have, usually in readings, and I don't mean to be sexist, but a lot of the readings that I do with men, it's usually like they're apologizing for not being there. They weren't there enough. And it just really makes me feel like your dad, to me, makes me feel like he did the best that he could here. And I don't always see that. Does that make sense to you? And I don't know if it froze. There we go. Thank you so very much. It did. I'll reach out to you in the future. Yes, I would love that. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Daddy. I'm going to send him back to you. Take my energy back here. And just know I love being a medium, but one thing I tell people is hopefully when I give these readings, you guys are considering this to be kind of like a training wheel on a bike. Like eventually you'll be able to communicate with them on your own. I just show you that they're, through confirmation, that they're very much around you, and I would never be able to know that. Thank you. Hi, Jen. I do readings on here, and I do them by phone, and I do them by Zoom. So if you ever want to do a reading with your family, I do them via Zoom too. And I think I have one more reading. Hold on one second. It's probably going to freeze, but I'm just going to check. I think Monica is the next person that I'm reading, and then I'm done for today. And if you paid via PayPal, I will. That's okay, Kim. You're good. You're good. Thank you. So Monica, are you still here, sweetie? I feel like that song, a little bit of Monica on the thing. Monica, Monica. Are you still here? She might have gone off. Okay, Monica. Okay. There we go. I know. I don't know if you guys ever watch The Office, but he's like, a little bit of Pam on the thing. It's so funny. So Monica, you've seen how I do this. Thank you for being here. If you can do me a favor and let me know who you need to hear from. I don't need to know their name, sweetie. I just need to know who they are in reference to, as far as like mom, dad, etc. And thank you for being here, and thank you for being patient. I know that took a while. We're on a busy day, guys. Thanks, moderators, for being on here. And for those of you who are waiting, I am going to try to be on here around 5 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, 8 Eastern Coast Time. Okay. The way that it works, Monica, on here, and I would love to read so many people for you, is these are kind of like, I call them mini readings, like shorter readings. So concise. Out of all of those people, who's somebody that you want to hear from the most, if I can pull them forward? Because once we say grandmother, ancestors, and estranged father, then it's a little bit different. But hold on one second. I think your grandmother and your grandma. Okay. I was going to say your grandmother's the one who's coming through first. And the estranged father, I'll put him to the side. But hold on one second. Can I ask you something? Is your grandmother kind of like I don't want to say a bad ASS? Like, was she like tough, your grandmother? Because as I pull her forward, sometimes I'll feel like soft and gentle. And though I feel like she could have been like that, I also feel very, what I would call like tough, if that makes any sense to you. And I'm 5'7", so I don't know if your grandmother was short or if you're short, but I keep hearing the words small but mighty. So how tall was you or your grandmother? Okay, that's okay. It froze. So for your grandmother, was she tough, your grandmother? And you're both short, because I keep hearing small but mighty. See? Yeah, because I'm 5'7", and whenever they say short, I'll see that. But I feel like with your grandmother, would she actually... Oh, she wasn't like that to you. But do you know her as being like a tough cookie? Do you know what I mean? Like in her life, I feel like this woman had to strive to make a lot happen for herself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel strong when she comes forward. And if not her, would someone actually... I keep seeing the movie Coco, so I don't know if this is your nationality or why I keep seeing the grandmother who would take off the shoe and throw it at somebody. I keep seeing that scene. She was very strong. Yes, so now you're understanding what I'm saying. I feel like I need to take off my shoe. I was like, is someone going to hit somebody with their shoe? That's just what I keep seeing. And did someone like have... So in our family, we had 5 girls and 1 boy. Okay, just so you know, she's showing me the movie Coco, or she's showing me that aunt. She's just showing me the toughness. So, or the mom from that movie. They'll show me scenes for a reason. Hold on one second. In my family, we had 6 kids. Did someone actually have 6 kids in their family? I keep seeing the number 6. And it can be mom, dad, and then the kids. Maybe she thinks about doing that to my stepdad. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, and there'll be double messages, but please try not to comment while I'm doing her reading. Okay, your great-grandmother. Okay, that would make sense to me why I'm seeing that. Okay, and I'll put that to the side. Hold on one second. Okay, so she had 6. Yep, see, that's how she'll show me. She had 6. And do you know, was she very like religious whenever they show me, like, or do you have her necklace? So when they show me necklace, it's like they were really religious, or they had a rosary. Yeah, that's okay. We called ancestors. So I feel like everybody who's coming and whatever I say that makes sense to you, then that's who it is. It's very simple. But someone's showing me a necklace. So I don't know if you have her necklace or if someone actually did a rosary. But I'm seeing, that's one of the things that they're showing me that too. And is there a Jack or Jake? She was buried with her cross. That's why she's showing me that. Thank you. Thank you. And so in your life, should you need any necklace? Okay. In your life, should you need anything? This is a person, if you're stuck on something, you're trying to like get a loan for a house and it just won't come through. This is the person to call, because she makes me feel like one of the things that I want to convey about her energy is I feel like the word determination. I just feel like she has incredible determination, if that makes any sense. And she says to tell you, she knows you know you're smart. You're 10 times smarter than you think you are. So she says you're too smart to work for stupid people. She literally says that. So I don't know if you're working somewhere where it's not organized, or you'll end up doing the work for somebody because you're just like quicker. But she keeps telling me that to you. You're laughing. I'm just relaying the message. I'm just relaying the message, okay? This doesn't make any sense to me, but hold on one second. This making sense to you. Okay, I'm seeing two men. You were talking about your estranged father, but I'm seeing two men. And one looks like he has dark hair, and the other one looks like light hair. So I don't know if one of them, because they keep showing me Kenny Rogers now, and Kenny Rogers looked like he was like gray forever. So I keep seeing somebody who has like light hair, a man with light hair, and then I keep seeing a man with dark hair. So did you grow up with two fathers? And if so, did one have dark hair and the other one had light hair, or one was already graying? Does that make sense to you when I say that? Because I keep seeing one that looks like white hair, like Kenny Rogers. I don't know if Kenny Rogers is blonde or if he was like prematurely gray, but I see like that. Okay. Did he look like Kenny Rogers or something? Hold on one second. I don't know why I'm seeing this either. Do you have a... Okay. Your stepdad is all gray. That's why. That makes more sense to me. Did your estranged father have dark hair? And then your stepdad has gray hair. And your stepdad has the beard. That would be like Kenny Rogers to me. Okay, thank you. And then if your dad had darker hair, your estranged father, did he have darker hair? Yes. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. That's how I'm knowing the difference. One of the things I know is that when someone crosses over and they look at their life, yes, I got you, your real father dyed his hair. When someone crosses over and they look at their life, they have to do a life review. And I feel like somehow your estranged father made a lot of excuses while he was here. I wanted to see you, but your mom wouldn't let me. I came, but you were busy. Do you know what I mean? And I don't get a feeling of trusting. I don't know if they got a divorce when you were 8. I'm supposed to talk about when you were 8 years old. I don't know if that's the last time you saw him, but he shows me the number 8 and he points to you. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But he makes me feel like, hold on, say the other thing that you're going to say. He makes me feel much regret on not getting a chance to know you better. I just keep seeing that, not getting a chance to know you better. And I don't know if he grew up around ranches, or if someone had horses or something like that, or if when you were younger. Yes. Oh, did you? I'm so sorry, sweetie. And that's his way of saying, bring that up. See, he would know that. 8 and 9. He literally says, you need to tell her about that. So he may not have been aware of that so much here. Because to be honest with you, he makes me feel like kind of like immature and selfish. So I don't know if he drank or he was just a selfish person. But just know, and I keep seeing horses, but I feel like the horses that you play with when you're younger, I don't know why I keep seeing a statue of horses. Hopefully this will make sense to you. Yeah, I don't know what he's showing me. So I don't know the horse thing. If he's actually talking about a physical horse, or someone had those like little horses, but that's okay. I'll just go ahead and put it to the side. Okay, one of the things I know, he keeps wanting me to share with you, sweetie, and I want to thank him for coming through, because I don't know if he got a chance to apologize for not showing up for you in a consistent way. Does that make sense to you when I say that? He wants to apologize to you, Monica, for not being able to show up for you in a consistent way. So it's like, I'm here, and then I'm gone, and then I'm here, and then I'm gone. But I don't trust, there's nothing consistent. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, thank you. So as he crosses over, that's what he thinks about. So if you see anything about him where it's like I have a nephew named Patrick. So when I see somebody named Patrick, I'm like, oh my God, that's my nephew, waving from the other side. So if you see somebody with your dad's name, or somebody that kind of looked like your dad or reminds you of your dad, that's not a coincidence. It's like he's on the other side trying to make up for how he couldn't have been here for you and how he wasn't. And in his mind, when he was here, he feels too stubborn or in his ego to have been able to say anything like that to help you. Does that make sense? And I feel like he says hats off to you because you've done a big journey on for your own healing and things like that, but it doesn't mean that it didn't affect you and hurt you, and he understands that. And he's trying to make amends for that now. So people become a true spirit. So even if they were a horrible person here, they regress. To me, when I do readings, I'll see them as very like a little kid. And that's the last time your dad was a true spirit. So to me, your dad comes like he's about 4 or 5 years old. So I don't know what happened to him when he was younger, how he started getting this mindset, but he had the ability to love you and he missed out on that. And that's what I know. And that's what he's coming through saying he has much regret about. Was anybody ever a musician, or do you have like a musician in your family? Yes, you addressed that with him, and I tried to make peace with him about it, right? And you did everything you needed to do. He's like, hats off to you for your healing. I don't feel like, he just makes me feel like a person that was in denial, or I just feel very stubborn. Okay, just know he keeps showing me music. So this is the way it works for me. If I hear a song, like he's trying to show you signs. If I hear a song and I start to get chills everywhere and I say, this reminds me of my dad, or this reminds me of someone else, you're welcome, sweetie, and hats off to you for doing that. Then he's like, and I have to say, like, I have to question, like, is this a sign? Then that's a sign. If you have to ask if this is a sign, or I feel like this reminds me of a song that reminds me of my dad or something. Do you know what I mean? Then he's like, yes, I'm trying to send you this to show you that I'm trying to help you heal from the other side. And I do, when they show me signs of feathers, I love that. But I mean like feathers in unusual places. So it's like you wash your hair, you blow dry your hair, and you see a feather. That's his sign of like, yes, waving from the other side. And so I say not just feathers, but feathers in unusual places. That's how he shows you that too. But please know he's showing me that. Are you having a monumental birthday this year? He keeps talking about monumental. So monumental to me is like 30, 40, 50. I always find feathers on my porch. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like an unusual amount. It's like, yeah, I love that you're open, because some people are like, Julie, there's birds everywhere. Of course, we're going to see feathers. And I always say feathers in unusual places. And he's also trying to help you with money and believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself, because had he lived the life that he should have lived and been a kinder person, this would have altered things for you. But he does say that your grandmother is right, that you are smart, and you're 10 times smarter than you think you are. So I wonder if you sometimes have like a racing mind, if that makes any sense, if your mind races a lot. But don't settle for a job. Like you should always be like in a leader position, because even if you don't want that management position, you're going to end up being in a leading role anyway, because you have a fix-it mind. Does that make sense? Okay. Please know that they both love you very much. If you're looking for courage to move, you just took on 2 jobs. My goodness. Yeah. There's something coming to you, I feel like in 2024, something more of what you're really going to like to do. So if you're just experimenting with other jobs and you really haven't found your calling yet, it's not going to surprise me if you kind of are an entrepreneur and you eventually have your own business. So if you've been thinking about that, I see that too. I don't know why I just saw a food truck, but I did. So I'll just be open. But I hope that this brought you some comfort today. Please know this is their way of coming through and showing you that they're very much with you and watching over you. That's in your heart to do a food truck. Out of all the things that would, it's so funny because I was like, I think I'm going to have to go pretty soon. I'm craving like empanadas or something. Starting to get hungry. See? Monica, how would I know that? It's in your heart to do your own business. So see, they know. And so just pray for courage to follow your dream. So many people with less talent than you are doing that, and so why not you? Yeah, an entrepreneurial job. See, then they know. They know. So when you have an entrepreneur job, just her and anybody else, don't share it with other family members because they're like, how are you going to do that in today's economy? Just go slow and steady and you will start to see it unfold. Yeah, it's okay. You don't need to have the dream, everything yet. Just go ahead and start writing things down that you love to do. And when you're experimenting in other jobs, it's the universe's way of trying to show you you'd be good at this or you'd be good at this. And that at the end of the day, you get to decide what you really want to do. Okay? That's perfect. Well, thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. Everybody else, thank you for being here. I do have a reading I need to go clear my energy and get ready for, as I do phone readings and Zoom readings, and I have a reading in about 45 minutes. If you paid via PayPal and I did not get to your reading today, I will message you through there. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Jenny. And just a reminder, you don't have to have a medium to talk to your loved one. You can communicate with them and just say, hey, I need a sign from you, and just be open to what that sign is. And the more that you are just open, the more that it comes. Thank you, Lloyd. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Just a reminder, I do phone readings and Zoom readings. You can go to my website. It's Peace-Serenity. I also have a book on Amazon called I Am Home if you want to read further. I know it's backwards, but this is the way I have it on here about the way that this works for you. I've written stories about how I've done readings and how to look for signs. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lloyd and Kim. Thank you as always. Thank you guys for being here. That's my website. I will try to be on here later. It makes me really happy. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for letting me read you guys, and have a good night. Bye, everybody. Blessings. I don't know how to do this. There we go.